Ladies and gentlemen, yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. We are back with another podcast for you. The KBW podcast is back. We got Fuego here, we got Bulldozer here, and you got myself, the assassin, AK-47. We are back. We are live. Gentlemen, tell the audience how you feeling.
Feeling good. Good to be back with you boys. Uh, Ready to get into this discussion.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to sing some Akon real quick because you got to put the blame on me, guys. Right? I had the excuse. I went to London for 3 weeks, and then we come back with the pod, and then we just disappear into thin air. And the reason for that is, if people are not familiar or aware, I recently went back to AEW / Ring of Honor. I was there for 5 weeks straight. It was a very busy time for me, and things went very well. And I'm sure we can get into discussing that. Also, I feel like in a way we hit a stagnation period with the KBW podcast. It felt like we were running out of topics to talk about. We were depending on certain guests that we couldn't fully line up all the way, and things kind of started becoming a little redundant. And I think the 5 weeks that we just took was a necessary break, but I know so many of you have been subscribing to the KBW membership, and we don't want to leave you hanging, and we don't want to act like you're underappreciated. The goal with the membership is still to get together at the end of the year and put on a big KBW reunion, whether I get re-signed to AEW or not. That does not change the fact that I still plan on doing that. So every single cent and dime that has been raised since February has been going into a pot. I haven't been paid. AK hasn't been paid. Bulldozer hasn't been paid for any of this because we all agreed on putting this into a pot for a future KBW reunion show. However, more so than I miss just talking about KBW, I miss talking to two of my very best friends in the world. It really does feel like I haven't spoke to them in a month's time. We've streamed together a little bit, me and AK. I remember we got together with Dut not too long ago at the last podcast when I told him off pod that I was going back to AEW for a little bit of time. But yeah, we haven't caught up. Now, the whole goal with this, especially after starting the KBW podcast and we realized how much we enjoy podcasting with each other, was to eventually branch off and maybe start a separate podcast of just us three talking about pop culture, life, video games, movies, wrestling, and everything in between. You know, you get three different perspectives from three lifelong friends, all in three very different stages of life right now. And we kind of want to give you a little bit of a preview of that with this episode. Now, maybe you're only in it for the KBW content, and we absolutely understand and appreciate that. And we might separate this pod off into another channel eventually, but we at least want to give you a taste. So if you want to stick around and talk to us and listen to hear what we have to say, I think you will really enjoy the conversations we have. We are going to bring a different topic, random topic, to the table today and talk about it. But first, if you boys have any questions about my AEW Ring of Honor stuff, I wanted to let that, be said first and foremost.
How did it feel? Making your grand entrance.
Man, it felt fucking surreal. It felt surreal walking back into the AEW building for the first time. Because I tweeted about this. It's like my mind was flooded with so many emotions. I haven't been very vocal about this online, but I definitely told you guys that there was definitely a feeling of like, bitterness has such a negative connotation, but that's almost the only way to put it. Now, I repurposed that bitterness into motivation, and I never let it manifest itself on any public forums or platforms, but I definitely had some pent-up resentment towards the company that I tried to take out on the independent scene of me just grinding 4 years straight trying to prove myself. I feel like when you leave a major company like that, you lose a source of credibility. Like, people don't take you as seriously. People don't look at you as seriously as they might have used to. And I almost felt like I was wearing a scarlet letter around for a year straight of like, that's the guy that used to work for AEW. And especially because I wore the AEW banner with so much pride. I was waving the AEW. I was proud as hell to be an AEW wrestler. And so it just felt like this is the best analogy, and I use this analogy so many times throughout the weeks, right? Imagine you have a first love that you fall deeply in love with, and then she breaks your heart, like rips it in two, like you feel devastated. And you slowly pick up the pieces and put yourself back together, and a year goes by, and then you get a text message of like, hey, I'm in town next week if you want to hang out. And you're like a little cautious, but you're also like, like, why not? Like, why not? Let's just see. I mean, I know, and like a bunch of my friends are like, hey bro, she hurt you, dog. Just be careful. I got it. I understand. Right? But immediately, I was going into that building with zero expectations. I didn't want to get my hopes up. I didn't want to think that I was going to get re-signed. I just wanted to go back, enjoy the paycheck, and see a bunch of my friends. Like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I'll eat good catering and see a bunch of my old friends, and at least that'll be it. And you walk back in there, and immediately, all my friends are like, it's so good to see you. You look so good. Man, I couldn't believe you're here. That immediately is like a huge pick-me-up. Then my first match back, I'm in a 10-man tag. We win on Ring of Honor. What? I'm getting a win. I run into Tony Khan. He's so excited to see me, happy I'm here. This doesn't feel like, it feels like surreal. And, and then to go back to the analogy, it's like, 3 or 4 weeks go by and like, you and the girl getting along again. And and the matches are great, which I relate to the sex. Like, the sex has been great. Like, we've been having a good time. But you know the question is coming eventually of just like, I don't want to ruin the mood, but like, what are we? What are we? Where is this going? Am I just a Dallas booty call? Is what I'm trying to figure out. But no, it was awesome, man. It was like, I remember telling Tony Khan at the end of the tour, I was just like, listen, I come in with zero expectations, but I've been treated so well, and the fans were just going nuts for me every single night. Like, I now want to be back. I just want to be back here. And I appreciate the opportunity, and I thank you so much for bringing me back, but I want to be back full time. Like, this is the goal. And I said that to him, and we'll leave it at that, and we'll see where the future takes me. I still have a bunch of matches that have been recorded that haven't aired yet. So over the next several weeks, my matches will air. And again, we'll see what the future holds. But it was very surreal walking back in there, but it was fun. It was very fun. I had a blast.
Nice. So
I can't think of a better analogy than you just used. That was great.
Right? It's the best analogy. It's the best analogy. But like, the question's coming. Mm-hmm. What are we? What are we? Like,
is it just like friends with benefits? Like, what's going on?
Yes, right.
But so like, I want to ask, like, what surprised you the most? Like, who surprised you the most when you came back? Like, was it like a certain interaction, a certain somebody like you didn't expect it? Like, really, like.
I mean, I don't want to put his business out there, but the guy's the nicest man. Tony Khan. It was Tony Khan, man. I felt like the first time around, and part of this is on me. I don't want anyone to take my words out of context. The first time around, I felt like I was bothering him anytime I spoke to him. I felt like I was, and that's not just on him. I just feel like he's a super busy man. He's got to book 1,000 wrestlers. There's a fine line between ambition and annoyance, and I just was so scared to annoy the guy that I didn't want him to have a negative perception of me, and maybe it still ended that way the first time around. But this time around, it felt like I was never annoying him. Every conversation we had, I didn't feel like I was rushing to get out of it. He was rushing to get out of it. It just felt very nice and very fun.
Natural.
Yeah, very natural. But again, I felt like if at any point I brought up the question or even hinted at what the question is, it was like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this conversation yet.
Yeah.
At least that's the vibe I got. But he was just so generous, right? Because like at the end of the day, he makes the decisions. He didn't have to have me back unless he wanted me back. And I'm so thankful and grateful. And what a nice guy. He's the nicest guy, man. Fun guy to work for, and he treated me so well, man. I got to have so many fun, awesome matches, some that haven't even aired yet, that I can't wait for everyone to see. But that interaction probably shocked me the most. And then, some of the interactions just felt like we picked up right where we left off. There were so many guys in the back that we were always friends, and then it just immediately picked back up to where we left off, and that was cool. That was awesome, right? To see guys excited to see me was cool, and to see the excited because of course nobody knows this, but I grew my hair out. I have facial hair now. I didn't have that the first time around. I put on about 15 to 20 pounds of muscle, so some people didn't even recognize me at first. It was just like, whoa, what the heck? Fuego, what? So that was just fun to see as well. And then Sammy Guevara returned at the same time as I did, so we got to hang out and see each other and all that. That was awesome. He's one of my best friends, so that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
real insane.
Matches wise, what was your most proud moment? Because you say you had a lot of matches. What crowd interaction or what big move or what big reaction you got or what opponent? What was your most man? It feels good to be back. This feels right.
Ah, man. Well, of course, the first night, because nobody knew I was coming back, and so it's that music hit. And I remember originally, because I'm teaming with Top Flight and Commander, Action Andretti, Top Flight, and Commander. And originally, as we're about to go up to the stage, they're okay, Commander comes out first, Fuego comes out second, then Action and Top Flight come out last. And as we are getting to the stage, Tony Khan's no, switch it, have Fuego come out last, let him get the big reaction.
Nice.
Right? And so a Top Flight comes out, and then my music hits, and it's just it just felt man, it's unreal. It's indescribable because it was just so awesome. And there's more stuff that I can't talk about yet because it hasn't aired, but I will let you guys know when it happens. But yeah, there's one match that I'm in particular just loved the reception I got the whole time. It was awesome, man. There was a lot of sellout shows, so the crowds were just incredible for it. The crowds were awesome, man. But I've always said the crowd is the validating feeling, right? It's no matter how much you doubt yourself in the back, no matter how much you feel like maybe politics or stuff goes on in the back that maybe keeps you down, makes you feel like you're not worth it already or whatever, the second the music hits and the crowd comes up for you, that is undeniable. That is the most validating feeling in the world. It's regardless of what they think back there, these motherfuckers see it. They recognize my talent. They love me. And that feels insane. It's no drug on the planet can compare. But yeah, there's I also busted out moves that I never did in AEW that I felt okay, I gotta show off. I gotta do some wild stuff. So there's some clips that you're gonna see coming out soon that I'm just super proud of as well.
Nice. Love to see it, brother. Love it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I didn't want to ramble too long about this, but I feel like the people that listen to this and do watch and keep up with my career will get a really good inside look at everything. So that's why I shared what I shared here. I could easily go on a big wrestling podcast and try to talk about this, but I'd rather come back to the people that have been subscribing for months, and watching.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If y'all don't have any more questions, what was you about to say again?
I was going to say about the subscribers and just the audience in general of our podcast. Just thank you for still, believing in us and holding it down, still subscribing, although we haven't been releasing as consistently as we promised in the beginning. I appreciate that y'all still hanging around, still commenting, still happy that we drop content for you guys. Happy that when a pod does drop, you're there, you comment, and you're damn. It's I'm glad this is back. It's if even some understanding comments. Some people say, hey guys, it's take all the time you need. Just whenever you feel like you can do it, so. I appreciate that feedback and people understanding, situations, stuff happens in life, and you're very busy right now going through big change with wrestling. So I just want to shout out to our audience for appreciating that.
Yeah, man. So much of this is make or break for me career-wise, right? People forget I have, a family that I got to take care of, and so it's I love doing this, and I would love to make this a full-time gig if we ever got big enough to do that. But wrestling right now is the main source of income, and when an opportunity like this comes to me, I have to make it my first and main priority. And I appreciate people to understand that. Maybe if they didn't understand that I give them full transparency of the situation and let them know how much how important this was to me at this time.
Sure.
So, AK, do you want to start us off with the first random topic this week? Why not you, right?
Why not me? Because I'm the most random out of the whole group here. So,
I think we're all pretty random in a lot of ways.
yeah, I'm gonna because I want to talk about this in general with you guys because and I know you both keep up with it. And we all know it and we all love it. We got to talk about Big Brother,
I knew it was
the
coming.
reality show Big Brother. I'm going to set the scene. I know a lot of people might not even know what that is. It's a reality TV show that airs on CBS. It's still on cable. You can also watch it on Paramount Plus. You can also stream it as well if you want to watch the live episodes. It comes on Sunday nights, Wednesday nights, and Thursday nights. Basically, the concept is there's basically 16 house guests. They start off in a house all together. They don't know each other, all strangers. It's basically if you win, you make $750,000. The goal of the game is they do these competitions. If you win a comp, you can put people up to nominate, and they get to have a chance to save themselves. It's also very high drama, a lot of big. It's really big into strategy and who you team up with. A lot of conniving, a lot of lying, a lot of figuring out. It's like a game of chess. So good, Fuego.
I think a major point that you just didn't mention is that you're completely cut off from the outside world. There's no cell phones, no television. You are locked in this house with these 15 other house guests. And the whole point is that, hey, we're all competing for $750,000. Now, how do you win that $750,000? Well, there's competitions each week to decide a head of household, one person who has the head of household's duties is to nominate people to go up on the block for possible elimination, eviction, right? They have then a competition called the veto competition where the head of household, the nominees, and other random house guests have to compete to then get a chance to win this power of veto, which then you can take down one of the nominations or save one of the people that are on the chopping block, which then the HOH would have to nominate someone else. Now, over the years, there's been multiple twists and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. However, you have to not only be good at the competitions, you have to make alliances with people, because the same people that you're competing with, once they get down to a certain number, the final 9, the last 2 guys, whoever's competing for the money, 7 other jurors, they get to decide and vote on who they want to win. So if you screw over too many people early on, then they won't vote for you to win the game and win the money at the end. So it's very strategy based, and it's full of fun competitions and people screwing each other over, or lying and conniving behind each other's backs, and alliances being formed and lies being told, and people trying to navigate the waters. One random HOH win can throw everything into disarray, and it's a very fun game. We love the game. I'm going to put timestamps in the bottom. So if you don't care about this, if you've never watched Big Brother, you don't want it spoiled, skip to the next chapter of this video where we'll talk about a different topic. But for now, we're going to talk about Big Brother. So here's your final spoiler warning. I implore you, if you like any type of reality show, it's probably the greatest reality show of all time. It only comes on during the summer. So it gives people, it's on for 3 months, and then it gives people a whole 8 months to hope for the show again,
Yeah.
And so that's why we like it so much.
It's like you said, it's so good. And I usually do not like a lot of reality TV, but this show is so fucking good. AK and Fuego put me on, I think when we were in high school. I think I started season 17. I love it so much. I have a big birthday party every year. I'm having a Big Brother themed birthday party this year. That's how much I love this freaking show. It's so damn good.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. And like I was saying, so we kind of set the premise of it. And each season is kind of different, right? Obviously, 16 new people, so there'll be a lot of different personalities. You never know what you're going to get. And sometimes, we didn't touch on this, Big Brother likes to bring people back. So there's some seasons where they bring back past house guests who won the game or was pretty good at the game, or was just needed a second chance. They even brought, last year they brought someone from another show, Survivor. I know a lot of people will probably know that show because it's a much bigger show and people it's been on longer. Survivor, and they brought someone from that show over to Big Brother last season, so they do that as well. So it's also, they always want to switch it up every season. This season, 16 new people, and this big twist. They always have a big twist in each season, so it kind of I can't say it. You know, makes it different. Differentiates,
Yes.
yes. Makes it different from the other season. So this big twist was kind of like AI themed, right? So oh shit, what's this whole twist about? So basically, the first night, I guess, the first day, they had to vote if they wanted an extra person in the house. Like, oh, the 17th house guest. Like, they get to say yes or no to this person. It's like this girl named Ansley. She was like a real person. She was talking, said, hey, I really want to be in the house, but it's up to you guys to vote me in, type of thing. And I like this because like you get to see early on how people think and how people are like, oh, like what's the strategy here? Like, oh, maybe I can get this girl on my side. Maybe I can like, oh, even the women are like, hey, she's an extra girl. That's gonna be what 9 girls against 8 guys. That's an advantage for us. And some people are like, nah, like why would I add someone else into the house fighting for the money? Like it's just an extra number that somebody can, why would I want to do that? So a lot of people said no. Some people said yes. See, why people said yes is because there is a advantage and a disadvantage they didn't know about. So if they said yes, they had a chance at a competition to get like an upgrade, like a perk in the game that no one, it's supposed to be secret, no one knows about. So people got their secret powers, and then it's like off to the races after that. So.
And I think the biggest thing it's really Ainsley was really an AI person.
Yes.
Right, and AI is the main theme of the season. So much so that he added another comp called the AI Arena, which means you have to put 3 people up on the block this season.
Yes.
But once the final 3 are set, then they compete in the AI Arena to take one each of them. I feel like if anybody's watching this far along now, they've watched Big Brother or know about Big Brother. So should we get to actually talking about what's been going on?
I just want to set the foundation because some people might just be interested in like, hey, I don't know what Big Brother is, and these guys seem to love it. Maybe I don't need to check it out. So.
And the AI theme is so good. It fits so good in a Big Brother. Like.
No. It's all right. Let's just dive deep.
It just kills the back door though, right? You cannot backdoor anybody.
It does.
Right? It's like Tucker would have been
gone as soon as that AI arena is gone.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's playing too hard too early, but he's been smart.
Maybe.
Because now he's made the proper alliance to maybe switch the house.
Yeah. And I like the AI arena just because it makes eviction night more interesting, I think. Because you really don't know what the hell's going to happen. Because even the house guests
back in the day, you always knew kind of who was getting evicted.
Oh, a big thing we kind of glossed over. We should have said this. You can watch 24/7 live feeds. That's another thing. You can. There's live feeds going on, so you can watch these people in the house at any time on Paramount Plus or wherever you have the subscription. And like,
I wouldn't be shocked if AK's got it on another screen right now.
I don't, but I'm just saying. I have the Twitter alerts. So basically, there's like a few Twitter people that watch Big Brother religiously, and they like. Each conversation, they'll basically put it on Twitter and you'll see exactly what the conversations are. So yeah, anyways, anytime you want to say, oh, I want to see what these people are doing in this house, like they could just be chilling at the pool or just eating at the kitchen, or they might be strategizing. Oh, this person is having a big fight, a big blow up, and they just going at it and this drama's happening. Like you can watch anytime you want and just dive in and see. You can watch them sleep if you want to. That's kind of creepy, but you can. It's kind of I'm gonna circle back to this. My personal loves. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Truman Show, and this is exactly like that movie in a way. So if you haven't watched The Truman Show, I won't say too much about it, but it's kind of like that. So just watching these house guests be in this house, and like you can just watch each and every move. Like, oh, these people, like I'm telling you, in the Big Brother fan base, Dustin can contest to this. They are the most wild, crazy bunch. They will like surf the internet and find anything about you. If you don't take a shower every night, they'll be on your ass. They own somebody right now for not brushing it. They're like, oh, this guy went 4 days without brushing his teeth. Like they be like every little detail.
Jesus.
Like, this person picked their nose today and ate it. Like. Every little the cameras are on you all the time, so people are just nitpicking every little thing you do in that house.
I really do wonder, because I've always wanted to go in this house. I really do wonder how self-conscious I would be about the cameras being around. Like, would I slip up? Would I forget they were there? Or, like, there's a piece of me that would be like, I gotta go to the bathroom anytime I even want to blow my nose or think I have a booger going in. I gotta make sure I floss every day, just so people online don't say anything about my flossing habits. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
I feel like I'd be done forget. Just
Yeah, I feel like
eventually you do
week or
get.
two, yeah, because I feel like it might feel eventually it might feel like a kind of like a not I won't say a sorority house, but like you're just kind of like I don't know, like your mind is like
You get
in
comfortable.
the game.
You get comfortable. Yeah.
You're like, oh, like, but it's cool.
But it's funny you
I
brought
like
up the
it a lot,
Truman
so.
Show, a.k.a. Who is the main character on the Truman Show? Main actor.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
And we have Jim Carrey in the house now. And Tucker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tucker looks like Jim Carrey. He is.
But he talks like Kaniki from Greece, the best friend from Greece.
He's from Boston.
Danny.
I mean, I think Quinn has a power.
That's good.
I don't know. I think he has the power. He didn't tell me.
like puzzles. I like puzzles, baby.
Puzzles.
I really like puzzles. This guy's hilarious. If you don't know what we're talking about, Tucker.
And
is
he's
one of the
such
best.
a wild card.
Yeah, he's doing things in the Big Brother house I have never seen anyone do. This man. All right, so we kind of set the foundation. People know it. This man won the veto. He was on the block. So the whole point to win the veto is to save yourself, right?
Take yourself off.
Take yourself off so you won't be able to get voted out. This man doesn't save himself, saves another person, and because the AI arena is a thing, won the AI arena, and this like, how did he get away with this? And like, oh my, I don't want to spoil tonight because he does some crazy shit tonight as well. The episode.
I mean, it'll be on air by the time this goes out.
Confidence, bro. He just oozes confidence.
I just don't want to spoil y'all.
I mean, I know he won the veto.
Bro.
So like,
we know.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna tell you. Tucker wins HOH this week, right? He nominates Quinn, Cam, and Brooklyn, right? He's telling everybody, "Oh, Quinn's my target. I'm getting Quinn out. Don't worry, y'all two are pawns. Don't worry about it." Me and Quinn had this rivalry. He even says, Fuego will like this WWE rivalry. He says that in the house that me and Quinn had this WWE type rivalry, and he likes this, like, because him and Quinn have been going at it all season. He's like, "Yeah, Quinn's my target." And on the other hand, he was telling people like, "I might do something crazy again this week, guys. I'm thinking about taking Quinn off the block and putting up Chelsea because Brooklyn is the head of the snake and Chelsea is the brains, and I'm gonna just like flip the house on them and like just like." And people's like, it's like, bro, like you don't have to do this, like.
Yeah, you're just trying to be wild to be wild.
Then the veto happens. This man wins the veto, and he does exactly what he said he was gonna do. He takes Quinn off the block, and Quinn doesn't know this. Quinn's like, "Oh, I'm fucked. Like, I didn't win the veto. I'm pretty much going home this week." He never tells. Quinn thinks this guy's his arch nemesis. They're mortal enemies. It's like, "Oh, this guy's definitely coming after me because I'm coming after him." So he has no idea why this man just took him off the block. Now everyone's questioning Quinn. It's like, these guys must be working together. They just got a final two. Why would they? It's like, and Quinn's like, "Bro, I didn't know. Like, I swear I didn't know." And Quinn's like in a position now. It's like he's like everyone doesn't believe him because Tucker is so wild. Why would he do this if they didn't talk about this? And Quinn's like, "Bro, like I did not know he's gonna do this." So for some reason, it's working for Tucker. People just believe in Tucker because he's so convincing when he talks. Like he's just so matter of fact. Like even when he's wrong, he makes you believe he's right because he's so confident in it. He's like, "No, this is how it is." And man, it's just it's incredible. It's cinema.
He's so confident that people thought he was gonna do it again last week and not take himself off the block.
Yeah,
you know,
and he did it.
And then he was like, "I was always gonna take myself off the block." That's ridiculous.
But like,
no, it's not
he's
ridiculous.
like the Joker, bro. He's like the Joker. You don't know his next move, bro.
Yeah, but I was saying, I think that Tucker low key likes Quinn, bro. I think he likes that, like you said, that WWE rivalry type. Because Quinn is low key one of the only people that's kind of stood up to him. Like keep in mind, Tucker probably my favorite, but Quinn is probably my second favorite. So I kind of hate that they're at odds, but it's like Quinn, when he gave his speech on Tucker, he's like, "I'm going to get that dirty, rotten Tucker out." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Tucker low-key eats that shit up. Like,
yeah, he does. He loves that.
I think I liked Quinn at the beginning, but you can never look like you're running the game from the outside. Like, I don't think America likes it when you think you're running the game when you're not actually running the game. And I think Quinn, because he had that deep fake HOH, he thought, "Oh, I really got this game on lock." When Tucker has this game
exactly.
No.
on the palm of his hands. I don't say he's running it, but he eventually was running it, right? Like, eventually he did get the power
I think
back.
Quinn was playing a really good game until Tucker kind of
Exposed
his
him.
obsession was with those powers, but he was like bound and determined to get the powers out. But besides that, I think when Quinn does leave, he's gonna look back and see that his greatest mistake was trusting Chemo and T-Core. Those two snakes never had his back.
Never.
However, I also like that they took their game into their own hands. I like that they were like, hey, we're on the bottom of this alliance.
Flip that shit.
Let's flip it and let's get our game at the top of the alliance. And I dig that.
Poor Cedric, though, bro. I love
dig that.
Cedric.
However,
I think it'll bite him in the end. I think Quinn
I like Cedric too.
I think Quinn would have maneuvered himself to be able to set them up. But with them flipping it so fast, I don't think Tucker will ever take them that far, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, but like, it does you no good to ever expose another alliance to the other side of the house. It never is good for you to expose another alliance.
This is how it goes.
And you could say, "Oh, I was trying to get their full and complete trust. I want to show y'all, hey, I only am working with y'all." But like, you didn't need to. At some point, maybe. But like, never place a seed of doubt, because like, he was trying to be loyal to both. It's one thing if you're not going to be loyal to either, like, oh, I'm going to expose this alliance because I was never fully loyal to them. I'm only loyal. You were trying to be loyal to both. Yeah. You were trying to be loyal to the Pentagon and to the, what was their name together, those three?
The Visionaries or something? Underdogs? Visionaries?
Visionaries.
Yes, the Visionaries. You're right. And it's like, but I think, regardless of all that, I think Tucker plays too hard too fast. I feel like you can't do this early in the game. I feel like the second they can take their shot, they're gonna take their shot, because if he gets to the end, he's gonna win. Which really makes me think if Rubina can pull off a competition or two, she could win the game. I think I've seen it happen to where girls become the crazy boyfriend shields them so far along where they can win.
Rachel and Brandon, Jordan and
seasons.
Jeff.
Rachel and Brandon, Cody and Jess.
Jordan.
It's like there's even Joseph and Taylor to an extent. Like, even though they weren't fully a thing, it's like you can do this if you play your cards right. Just Rubina's got to win some crucial competitions towards the end.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
because I just don't think Tucker can sustain this level of winning, especially when the AI competition goes
going
away.
back to Quinn, right? So yes, he won that deep fake power, and this is Quinn's biggest problem. He's a yapper. He just tells everybody everything. He told Angela, the one person you definitely shouldn't tell, because this woman is.
But you can
tell her anything ever.
Look, bro, you can kind of understand that. You want to get on the first HOH's good side. I mean, he didn't know she was a crazy.
Yeah, but
he didn't have to. He didn't have to do it that way though.
The best strategy in the game is using the HOH first week to set yourself up long term, and she destroyed her chances. It's like when you have a first wild week of HOH, it fucks. It's like she's the cringiest player of the season.
Oh my God.
She's so hypocritical with her emotions.
To be in the 5-point alliance, bro, I was like,
I'll be on the bottom.
Come on.
I'll be at the bottom of it.
Bitch, you already on the bottom.
Dude, that's the best moment when it's like, she's like, hey guys, can I be a part of this? And they're like,
Tucker said, nobody wants to speak up. Tucker's like, nobody wants to say
that. Like, Tucker ain't the leader. Like, he knew he had to be the one to say yes.
Yes. But I want to go back to the Quinn thing. You were talking about Quinn talking about T-Core and Chemo telling them. Because, like, you're exactly right. Doesn't no matter you're telling them you're about the Pentagon, automatically there's like, oh, you had something going on this whole time. It's like, no matter what, they're like, well, yeah, you're telling us about the Pentagon, but they think it's still a secret, so they think you're still with them, right? So you're good. You're still good with them, no matter you're telling us about this, but in reality, you're
saying is, hey, I'm set up on all sides. I'm really loyal to y'all, but just in case something goes wrong, I'm still good over here.
I disagree.
You don't need to say that ever.
I do agree that he shouldn't have said it, but I think if I was in the house and I was aligned with someone, they come to me and told me about another alliance they were in, that tells me they fully trust me. Because why the fuck would they tell me that if not? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I believe Quinn fully trusts him. It's just the fact Dave's like, in their minds, like, well, yeah, I know he trusts us, but this guy's in a way better position than I am. We got to make sure
That's the biggest thing. Is that, oh, we're on the bottom of this alliance. It'd be different if it was two separate alliances. They converged their alliance to where Tico and Chemo are in this big alliance with them. But then they say, oh, well, we have a separate alliance that's really just us 5 over here. I was like, oh, so our alliance is just a means to an end eventually, and then we're on bottom. Why would I want to keep helping these people when I would rather help myself? And like, I think that's what makes this situation so unique. And like, again, kudos to Chemo and Tico for taking the game by the reins.
They hell no.
They took their game into their own hands, and I can appreciate that type of gameplay.
Yeah.
Now the question is, can Tucker sustain any of this long term? I just don't think it's possible. No. I think he's gonna go down as one of the most fun players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
this.
He's like evil Dick in a way.
I thought Michael from BB24 was going to run the game. Like, he was winning. Y'all remember Michael from BB24?
Yes.
He was on such a big veto run, bro. Like, the only way they could get him out was double eviction.
Again, he won too much too early, though. He won too much too early.
Double, bro.
Yeah, that's when they're going to get Tucker. They're going to get Tucker in that double eviction. Tucker's fucked.
If he even makes it that long. I think when they get to jury, they cut out the AI.
But that's when double eviction starts, when jury starts.
This week is the...
Usually, yeah.
Yes. And so it's like, then he's screwed. Then, like, I don't even... Like, the only person I can see not backdooring him is Rubina.
Yeah.
But, like, everyone else I can see backdooring him just for the sake of the house.
I mean, Joseph has a final 2 with Tucker. He said on the live feed, that he's taking Tucker to the final 2. This is a bad strategy. But he said, he thinks...
He's been playing bad the whole time.
Joseph really thinks he can beat Tucker in the final 2.
That's another crazy thing off the wall that Tucker did. His whole reasoning for doing a final 2 with Joseph was, we're complete opposites. Nobody else suspected. I'm like, what?
It's just so funny, bro.
And like, the only reason he's like someone successful that's crazy. Like, as long as they keep making good songs, you don't care if they're crazy, because the art is good. Same thing with Tucker. As long as he's winning competitions, it don't really matter how crazy he is, because if he's winning, he's got control. The second he's not winning, he just looks crazy. And
but it does show, like, in society where, like, the show, like, you're just always expect now. So Tucker won so much, right? There is a good thing that he's winning. There is a pro to this, because in everyone's minds, like, now you're expecting him to win. So, like, and a lot of people's mindset is like, well, we have to work with Tucker. We have to get an alliance with him because he's winning so much. Like, I don't want to be on his bad side. Like, if he's gonna be winning all these vetoes, we can't get him out. I need to start. And then that's when then Tucker uses his charm. He's kind of like a Cody in that way. Like he's like starts and then people start believing in Tucker. It's like, oh, I actually like Tucker. If Tucker's on my side, what I gotta wear? I was like, if he's gonna take all these other people out, I was like, maybe I'll keep Tucker around for a few more weeks. That's when it gets a little spicy and a little dicey. It's like, you know,
it's a good strategy, man. And if he makes it to the end, there's no way in the world I couldn't vote for him.
That's what's so interesting about this season is, like, there's this, like, side of me. It's like, I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to see Tucker actually see if he can comp out and just win it all. But my other side is like,
I do too.
Oh man, it's like I kind of want to see someone like get him out too, though. Like I won't I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, who's gonna take the shot?
I wouldn't be mad if like Quinn won it and just got him out and everyone's like, hell yeah, Quinn. Then I feel like that gets Quinn in a good spot.
Whoever takes the shot takes them up to the top.
Yeah, because then if you can survive for another week or two and you took out Tucker, and you're off the races. So,
absolutely. I think let's wrap up the Big Brother topic with who we think is going to win the game right now.
Damn,
if you had to pick a pick of who wins Big Brother, who wins the game?
I'm going to say Tucker. I got faith in him, bro.
You going Tucker?
You're saying Tucker?
Saying Tucker.
My winner pick right now, this could change because this house is flipping all over the place. But I think who's in the best spot and could sneak in and win, who's not but could get pretty far, and I think could possibly, might end up winning. I know Dustin said T-Core. I said, Dustin said Tucker.
I said Tucker.
I'm saying T-Core is going to be the winner.
Wow. Okay. I think that's a good pick. See, because I was going the opposite direction. I wanted to say Rubina, but I just don't think she makes it if Tucker goes early, and I do think Tucker's going to go early. I was gonna say Chemo. I think Chemo has a better shot. You know, people love. He's just so sweet, first of all, and he has that feminine energy that people love. And you know, if you play the game well, which he plays smart, you know, I feel like gay guys immediately get the sympathy love immediately, and like he's so sweet. I think he could go farther because everybody loves the gay guys in the house. It's always how it's been. I feel like it's how it usually, unless they're just absolute assholes or bad at the game. But he seems good at the game.
Like, what's his name last season? What was the dude's name last season?
Who was last season? Oh, Heisem.
He dominated, but he was an asshole.
He was a beast at competitions, but no one liked him because he was he's like a therapist. And he was trying to like give everyone therapy and shit.
Yep. But I think Chemo. So Chemo, T-Core, and Tucker. That's the picks. We'll see where, you know, in the next 3 weeks they might all be going. You never know. But we'll see how things.
Yeah, but I do want to say this. I do agree kind of with you two because I just thought the other day I said they're kind of getting out the heavy hitters early. Because I honestly thought Brooklyn could have won. A couple weeks ago I was like, Brooklyn is so smart and so strategic that she could win. But, you know, she's probably gone by this point. And so I think this is a floaters unite kind of season. They get the competitors out, floaters control the house.
I think I just don't know where Mackenzie falls. I think she's a good competition player. I just don't think she has any alliances right now.
No,
and I want to root for Mackenzie, but she just hasn't played strategically at all.
No, she's terrible at the game. Like her reads are so bad. She thinks she has no idea what's going on in the house. She just cleaned to Matt too early, and everyone's just like, we don't care about Mackenzie anymore because that's all she didn't talk to anybody else the first week. But
Crazy
Matt, that's all
ass.
she talked to. And now since Matt's gone, people's like, well, Mackenzie didn't make an effort to even talk to me when Matt was here. But now that Matt's gone, she wants to talk to everybody. So.
I hate final thought. I hate Angela. Please get her
Same.
out.
I second that motion.
They're gonna take her to the end now. She was primed. She was primed to go week 2, but since she survived week 2, she's going to the end now. She's gonna be fine.
She goes all the way to the end. I might never watch Big Brother.
They're gonna take her to the end, bro. Why wouldn't you take her to the end?
I don't even want her own jury, bro.
She's just
CBS
I
plant.
feel like she's so. Yeah.
They're gonna take her to the end. She's easy to take to the end now.
All right, right now, the Big Brother discussion ends. I can end the chapter here. Dut, what is your topic this week?
My topic: top 5 porn stars. Go.
All right. Okay.
Dude, I don't think I could. Like, that is just crazy to name. Why would I sit here and name Lisa Ann and Mia Khalifa and Ruby? No, I'm joking.
Riley Reid.
Yeah, saying, yeah, I get it.
No Alexis, Texas. Come on, guys. My God.
Is that really your topic?
Seriously. My topic. No, my topic is gonna be video games. Not top 5. I just want to talk about what you're playing, what you're looking forward to, what you think about this year in general so far.
Video game wise, okay. Well, I know I can speak to that, but Fuego doesn't play much as we do. But I see what Fuego says first on this one.
You know, this is difficult for me because it's not in my nature to play a lot of RPGs, you know. I don't play a lot of video games in that sense. However, I know this is an old game. YouTube talked me into playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So, of course, I want to give that a try and stream it this year.
Do it.
I've been playing the new Madden a lot lately. You know, I've been enjoying it.
You talking about
as
college
well as
football or actual Madden?
Actually, Madden, because I own a PC and college football does not come out on PC. So unless I get a PS5, I can't play
Just get the
new college football.
Oh my God! Somebody give Fuego
give this man a PS5. Lou, what are you doing? Lou.
Yeah, Lou.
Give this man a PS5.
And so,
Lou said, "Give him a shirt."
and so as well as the next, it's no longer called FIFA, but EA FC 25.
Okay.
I've actually started watching more Premier League soccer. It just started last week. So I'm actually following the seasons of Premier League soccer.
This is off topic. But I want to try to go to the World Cup in 26. Let's do it, boys. Let's go to Atlanta.
I'm down. I'm seriously down.
I just want it to be an experience.
Let's go see it. I'm down. You know, let's watch France, bro. I'd get to see Mbappe and Griezmann play at the same time on the French team, dog. That would be insane.
That would be insane.
By the way, you down?
And then I don't even. That's how out of the loop I am. I don't even know what all comes out this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
This is a judge-free zone.
Yeah, judgment-free zone.
We know first
you
of
two
all,
are gonna have more
don't
in-depth
have the
conversation
time.
about this.
Yeah. Well, you don't have the time, first of all, because you're.
But I do have the time. Like I watch way too much television.
At the same time, you like sports games. I mean,
no,
like
but like I don't even like sports games.
Like
I just like playing games with other people. The only reason I play these sports games is because me and Sam Stackhouse play them together against each other. Same way if AK was like, hey, let's play against each other. Same way I got into Helldivers because y'all were all playing and I wanted to play with y'all. Yep. It wasn't because I liked the game Helldivers. I mean, it was fine, but I enjoyed more playing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think, is there anything that like jumps out at me? You know, of course, the Switch 2 is going to be dropping soon enough. I don't think it'll drop by this year, but it might. Next year, right? So it's like, that's something I'm looking forward to.
How you gonna get a Switch 2 and not a PS5?
Because I have kids, and my kids love playing the Switch now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids play the Switch.
Get them on the PS5. Get them on the PlayStation.
I have daughters. They don't care about the games that we play about. Like, they like the Mario Karts and the Bluey game. We beat the Bluey game 3 times now, dog. So it's like, it just
Astro
depends
Bot's
on...
coming on PlayStation, bro. It's just like Mario.
Hey.
It's just like Mario.
That's true. I pre-ordered the controller.
I'm going to bow out gracefully. I'm going to let you guys have your conversation. Go ahead.
All right. So, what's the 5 things you asked?
All right, AK. We could talk about it. Well, we could talk about this forever, AK. So I'm gonna sum it up for you. I want 3 things I want from you. What's your favorite thing you played this year so far? What are you playing right now? And what are you looking for?
Okay, cool. Well, I don't know if this counts, but the best game I played this year is Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't play it last year when it came out, but that's definitely the best.
Well, it could be any game. If Fuego would have said, if he was playing Red Dead and he would have said it was his favorite game.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say Baldur's Gate 3. That game blew my mind. Like, it just shot up to my top 5 games of all time, how insane and in-depth that game was. Yeah. I never played anything like it. Till this day, there's no video game I said, like, I had no idea how they made this game. I'm still, I was playing it as, like, this is so complex and, like, so good and how different, like, all these scenarios and all these things can change. And, like, I'm like, this is incredible how they did this. And, like, it looks so good, like, the cutscenes and everything, like, everything flows so well. When you're talking to all the characters and, like, the stories are so great. And the fact that a lot of people can play through the whole entire game and miss so many character interactions just because someone dies early or something. It's insane to me. And there's it's so many different ways you can go about it, like different play styles as well. It's also co-op, which you play with your friends Dutch. So that's just one of the. And my thing was why I didn't play it last year. It's like I was like, nah, this game's not for me. This is a CRPG. I'm not gonna enjoy this. I know there's a lot of hype around it. Yes, I see people talk about it a lot, but I just don't think it'd be my type of game. Like, I don't think I'd be into this. It's like, I don't really care about Dungeons and Dragons, really. I never really actually played a Dungeons and Dragons game. It's like, I don't know if this would be for me, whatever. But then it won Game of the Year. I was like, it's like, one Game of the Year? Is it really that great? I was like, I won Game of the Year. I want to try it out for myself and see if I'm going to be into it. And Lord, they was not wrong. This is possibly game of the fucking decade because it's so damn good, man. I obviously Red Dead 2, right? I knew I was gonna love that game. It's Rockstar. They usually knock it out of the park. Going in, like, I expected greatness. With Baldur's Gate 3, I expected to hate it. I was like, oh, I just got a bad feeling about this game and I'm not gonna like it. The first, like, 2 or 3 hours, I was hooked. I was like, this shit is incredible. Like, I was all over it. I was finding new things, saying all kind of, like, so many dialogue options, so many cool, like, scenes that you never get to see in some playthroughs I saw. Like, it's just insanity, and I would say one of like the best like character like crew members you have. Like some games you have like your own crew, and like you know Persona does this, where you have your own like set of characters and you're like kind of like a team, like teammates and stuff. Probably the best like hands down to me like character like interactions with your like crew members in like your hub area and your like little camp and stuff. Like it was just insane. And there's so many things I did in that game. Like man, I want to see what would happen if I did this. So ever since I beat it, I would say it's a very long game, and I kind of at the very end was like, oh man, I'm finally kind of glad it's over because I can go play some other games because it did take a lot of my time, but I enjoyed it so much. Like this game was incredible, and ever since I beat it, although I was kind of like, okay, this is great. I had a great ending and everything. I'm like, damn, kind of want to do another run though. I kind of want to get back into it because I'm still thinking about it to this day. So all the cool like
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah, well, they got a big update coming out next month, so I think I'm gonna jump
Yeah,
back
I
in
might
myself.
jump in then. Other another game that I would say if Baldur's Gate 3 didn't count, you say, oh that doesn't count, came out last year. I would say then Elden Ring DLC. It would be my next one. That was
Yeah. Mine and yours are exactly the same, so I'm gonna just
Yeah.
jump in with you, and then we can move on to the next part. I agree with everything you said with Baldur's Gate. Truly a generational game. I think these games only come out every so often, and Baldur's Gate is one we'll look back on decades from now and say, man, what a game. And I agree with you. I didn't think I was gonna necessarily like it, but I wasn't going in thinking I would hate it simply because you made me play a little game called
Oh,
Persona
yeah.
5. And that game, I thought I was going to hate because of the combat. But after I played that game and fell in love with it, I feel like I can give any game
sure.
a chance. And so, Baldur's Gate, phenomenal. I'm not going to hound on it too much, but back what you said about the crewmates, I agree. I don't think I felt an experience like that with a squad since Mass Effect trilogy, which is my favorite, games of all time. The interaction and everything just made me feel like Mass Effect, and no game has made me feel like that in years. So
I actually have something to interject.
what you got?
As a small sidebar, but have y'all seen the TikTok, the meme of the girl who walks in on her boyfriend playing Elden Ring? And like she's looking at her TikTok live and they're telling her things to say to pop him about Elden Ring. And so she's like,
I haven't seen this. Huh?
so she's like, she walks in, she's like, I forget what the boss's name was, but she's like, you probably
Godric?
haven't even beat, yeah, you probably haven't even beat Godric yet. And he's like, how you know about Godric? Right? Right? Or then like there's like a phrase they say when you die, or there's a phrase about time or something, right? And so like TikTok is telling her what to say, and then she turns around, she's like, yeah, and he
You gotta
again
get
he
your
just keeps
souls
like,
back. You gotta get your
yeah, something like that, right? He just keeps looking, and eventually he's like, he pauses, and he's like, have you been playing Elden Ring without me? Have you started your own campaign? And she starts laughing. And like, I had to send y'all this TikTok because it's very funny.
Yeah, I did see that. That sounds hilarious.
All right, I'm done.
But yeah, I mean to roll right into Elden Ring, it's like AK said, we played Baldur's Gate this year, obviously, but if we can't count that, Shadow of the Erdtree has got to be the best. I mean,
One of the best.
It's
DLCs
up there
ever.
with greatest DLCs of all time. There's no doubt. That's almost a completely new game. I mean, we played it together. You can go, guys, probably go back and watch AK's stream, and we just had a phenomenal time with it. I mean, through and through, amazing experience.
Yeah, Elden Ring. I'll touch on that. Like, that's another game. Like, came back out 2022 when it came out. I think the first Elden Ring. That's another game. I was like, I'm not really into Souls games. I'm really not that good at them. And Doug got me into it. Said, "Bro, this is different, man. This changes the game. Like it's more accessible now." And he was right. I got into Elden Ring. I was like, "This is one of my favorite games of all time now too." Like, it's like I love going into games thinking like, "Oh, I don't think this is gonna be for me, but I'm gonna try it out." And it just surprise. Like I really put games like that on a pedestal when they like really surprised me. Like I was not expecting this. Like. It reminds me when I played The Last of Us for the very first time. Like when you pooped that game up, like you had no idea what you're really getting yourself into, and I was like, dude, I just think I just played one of the best video games ever made. That's like when Last of Us first came out. But it's been so many other games that came after The Last of Us. I feel like it's probably better at this point now. But it's just, man, like when I just like, because like obviously GTA 6 is coming out. That's going to be a phenomenal game. I'm already expecting that game to be like 10 out of 10, one of the best games of all time as well. So it's gonna be great, I know, but it's just a different feeling when you go into a game and it just exceeds your expectations. You're like, oh my, I can't believe I'm like so in love with this. Like I just want to just keep playing this. That's all I want to play is this game, and I had no idea. The same thing happened with me with like you said, Persona, because I didn't think I was gonna like Persona either, and it's just, oh man, I love it so much. So yeah, Elden Ring DLC, Shadow Archery. I mean, it's been talked about a lot already. Great bosses. Me and Bulldozer and also our friend Brett, we played it a lot. Got through it, and it was a blast, man. It was such a great time. Just Elden Ring is Elden Ring. If you're into it, you know what it's all about. Love the world. I just think the aesthetic of Elden Ring, like the lore and everything, that it's just so cool, and just the combat is just, it's a chef kiss. The combat is just so amazing, and the way that you can go about different builds too is incredible. So I really love that the fact that it gave you a lot of leeway with how you want to play the game. Like you can really go in there and be like, I just really want to just use my fists and just beat up everything. You really could do that. I want to go two-handed weapons. I want to go dual weapons. I want to use magic. It's just like you have so many options. When a game gives you so many options, I feel like that's just such a great avenue to get people invested in your game. And you're like, oh, like I don't really care about sword fighting really in games, but well, you can use magic and have a totally different experience from someone who played with swords and stuff. So I just think it's great to have all those options, and also the boss fights. Elden Ring, Souls games in general, the boss fights is 10 out of 10. The great design. They just know exactly how the really like make a boss and make you feel frustrated, but also make you feel like, damn, I know I can do this type of thing. So they find that perfect balance of like, yeah, this is frustrating, but I know I can beat it. I just know I can do this. So I just think they have that perfect sauce, from Soft to that perfect sauce in their games.
I think we can't talk about video games in the first topic without y'all at least giving y'all's like top 3 video games / video game franchises of all time. Just because the audience is gonna want to know what y'all have played in the past, like big time games,
Oh, for sure, yeah. We can do that at the end if you want to, Doug. We can like start. We could like after you do we do the first 3. We can basically end it with our first.
Yeah, let Dustin answer the question that you answered, and then we'll do that at the end.
Yeah.
No, I think we're good on that. AK pretty much did it good with explaining Elden Ring. We can just go to the next. What are you playing now?
Okay, what I'm playing now is a lot, actually. I'm playing Persona 3 Reload. Loving it. I love Persona. I played Persona 4 Golden last year. It was great. I played Persona 5 Royal when it first came out. Love those games. Persona 5 Royal is in my top 10. It's my 10 favorite game of all time. Persona 4 was incredible, and now I'm playing Persona 3 Reload, and it's also incredible. Great cast of characters. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's just Persona just does something to me. It's just so relaxing and also so enjoyable to play. It's one of those games where I can't. I don't know if you feel this way, Dud. Like, say you play a game like The Witcher 3, right? You put 150 hours into it. I feel like you really feel like, damn, I put 150 hours in this game. That's a lot. But for some reason, Persona doesn't feel like you put that many hours into it, but it's just, it has a certain cadence. Like, I feel like it has a great, a certain pacing. I feel like the pacing is phenomenal in Persona games. Like, right. You really don't, like, these games are hundreds of hours long. Like, I played Persona 5 Royal. I think I beat it like 140 hours. I was like, that's a lot of time. But I never really felt it. Yeah. Like, it was like this, it's the pacing's incredible. But with a game like The Witcher 3, it's so like going to this place, talking to this person. Like, you're really like doing a lot. And like, because it's open world and you got many different things, so many quests. That's the thing that makes it feel like it's a lot, because there's so many quests you got to do. But in Persona, they lay it out. It's like, oh, I got to talk to this person today. Oh, I gotta go hang out with this friend and get a better social connection. Oh, we gotta go to the dungeons today. So all right, let's do that. So it's just so like, and you just and I love how it's paced out because every day it's like a calendar. It just shows like, okay, I'll go hang out with this person. You know, time pass. Now it's the evening. I hang out with this person in the evening. Time passes the next day. It goes okay, August 4th. I do everything August 4th that I want to do. August 5th, and it's basically like dude, you're really playing the game for a whole entire year, but it doesn't feel that way. It's so weird to me. But it's so good. It's like so. I'm playing Persona 3 right now. Incredible, and I just started Black Myth Wulong. I played it on stream Tuesday night. Last night actually put 3 hours into it. So far, so good. I'm enjoying it. Um, I think the story is kind of weird. Like I'm not sure like where it's going, but I'm kind of intrigued. But the combat is really good. It's fast paced action combat. It's not as hard as Elden Ring. Like I know that was asking me earlier if it's hard. It's not as hard as like a Souls game, but it has some difficulty in it. It's like it's a challenge for sure. Like I wouldn't say it's like too difficult though. Like it's a lot of like it plays more like Devil May Cry. Though. I don't know if you ever played those games. It plays more like that. Like it's more
okay.
combo heavy. I would say. You're trying to land a lot of combos on like the bosses and stuff, so you're trying to just kind of get the timing right. Like it's no parry or anything. It's like a dodge roll and stuff like that, but it's mainly just combo heavy. But I'm playing. The graphics are incredible. Like I was pointing out, like the water physics and the Black Myth Wukong. I was like, bro, this is insane. I was like, I was legit on stream like for like 10 minutes straight. It's like, dude, these like one of the best like water. Like it's like a puddle like mud, and like you can see it's like, and like you're playing as a monkey. Like they call you a monkey in the game. Like you're playing like an actual like monkey. And, like,
Whoa, you can't call them that.
No, like that's what they call them in the game. Like legit, they are monkeys. Like that is like
I get it.
They're not apes. They're not like at first I thought they were apes, but no, that's like they're in the.
They have
lineage.
Tails.
Yeah, they have tails. Yeah, they're monkeys. So
If
you
they
play
have
as a
tails,
monkey.
they're a monkey.
Yeah, so you play as this monkey. You have like a staff. And like I said, I'm like very early on, so I have no idea what the crux of the story is and why you're a monkey really and what's going on. But the world so far is interesting. The boss designs are great so far. It's got a cool aesthetic to it. The vibes are dope. I'm enjoying it a lot right now. So yeah, so like I said, very early on, but I'm digging it. I've been playing college football. Was it 25? Came out. Obviously, there's not much to say about it. It's dope that college football is back. I've been playing my Texas Longhorns, going through the season. You know how it goes. Hook 'em horns. I created my own character. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this. I created my own quarterback or whatever, and basically like a career mode, and I'm like the starting quarterback for South Alabama. I just think that's so like
That is
my
cool.
my college, bro. Like this is so cool. Like
You went there.
yeah, I went to South Alabama University, and I basically started a career there. It's like, dude, this is awesome. Like, I just play at South Alabama. Like, I'm not playing any like big teams. This is like these like random
Troy
small,
and
yeah, small schools. But I just think it's so
Sunbelt
dope.
teams.
Yeah, I just think it's cool that I can do that. So that was pretty dope. I've been playing. Well, Flaco's been playing this. You could speak on this, Flaco. Chained Together. We've been playing that.
Yes, Chained Together. I mean, Dud has played a little bit with us as well, but we played another round the other night, and I enjoy it. Again, I enjoy anything like that, anything where a bunch of people can play together, a mass group of people can play together, and it's just fun, strategy-based combat. And it's just hilarious to see us fail and fail and fail, and then finally get something over and over again.
Yeah, it's kind of like a puzzle and a platformer at the same time. You
and of course on my streams, I play Among Us often. I play Rocket League a lot. I play a ton of Rocket League. I play games. I just play the same games that have been out for years and years. So I don't play a lot of RPG games, which I want to get into more RPG games though. I really do. But if you guys want to jump into what you've been playing lately, Dustin, or are you still playing more stuff?
I still got a few more things.
My boy's playing a lot.
I just play a lot of stuff because I also got a Steam Deck. So I like when I'm like I put like
on your lunch break.
Yeah, put like an hour or two in at night as well. So Max Payne 3 is on Steam. So I've been
playing Max Payne 3. Yeah, I remember you let me borrow that game.
It's dope.
Until we got into a huge argument, and then you took it from me before I could finish it.
So yeah, that
We
game
talked
has
about it
some,
on a previous
yes,
KBW podcast.
exactly. Yeah, that game has some history with us, but it's so fun. I love that game. You know, just the whole bullet time mechanics in it, and the story is
Yep. I'm
dope.
still wondering how it ended, but
You can watch a
I
video
walked through.
walk through. I'll stream it. You can see it. But
What
that's
else you been
fun.
playing on
I
Steam Deck?
also on Steam Deck I've been playing Portal. I never played Portal before, and I started it the other night. And people's always talk about, man, Portal's one of the greatest games of all time. It's mostly like a puzzle game, but it's actually really cool how you solve these puzzles because you have this like portal gun, and you're supposed to like go through these different like ways, and like I have no idea how they made it. It's another thing with Baldur's Gate 3. It's like a totally different thing though. It's like it's the way they do. I don't know how to say it. Like with the camera angles and everything. Like, all right, so you make a portal at the say this is a wall, right? You make a portal, and you can see on the other side, and there's like another portal there. So you're basically like looking at this portal, but you can see yourself on the other side. So it's so weird how like it's like asymmetry or some shit going on. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
so it's so dope. So like, okay, I put a portal here. I'm going there, and I can see myself jumping through the portal and coming out on the other side. And like you have these different like platforms. Like, okay, I can shoot myself into the floor, fall through the floor, but come out from the top. So okay,
Yep.
okay. I throw a portal up here at the top. I shoot one at the bottom. I jump in the hole at the bottom and come out. It's like it's cool how they do that. So I've been playing that. I think it's pretty fun. Other than that,
I get Portal mixed up with what's the Samus? What is his name? Samus from. He's also in Mario Smash.
Oh, you
What's
talking
his
about?
game?
Yeah.
You're talking about Metroid.
Metroid and Portal. I get those
Yeah.
mixed up. I get
Yeah,
those
Metroid's
mixed
a totally
up. Just the
different game.
names.
Yeah, Metroid's totally
Yes,
different game.
I've never played either, so I don't know. I just know I mix up the names.
And Samus is a woman. But
Yes, yes.
Spoiler.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. But anyways,
Did I say it? Did I put a pronoun on it?
yeah, you said
I
him.
don't think I put a. I did say him. Oh wow.
No, you're good.
Apologies. I misgendered. I
No, you're
misgendered
good.
Samus. I apologize.
I was saving you from the
Misogynist.
comments. Someone's like, he doesn't even know. I was like,
Yeah, I knew that.
But
Fun fact: Blue's Clues, blue girl as well.
yeah, there you go.
Crazy. I thought blue meant boy, but the older I got, I realized nope.
Oh,
Girl.
one more thing before okay, I'm sorry, I'm going long. I'm playing so much because I stream too, so I'm streaming a lot of different games. GTA Online, I got back into GTA Online. I've been streaming that. That's been very fun.
Whoa, no.
Yeah, get back in GTA Online. I've been playing with a guy named Street. Me and Street's been playing. He's always in the chat.
Both of our streams.
Yeah, both me and Fuego streams, and me and him's been playing a lot. Dude, they added so much into GTA Online. It's insane. Like it's so much more stuff you can do. A lot of like cool, more heists and more fun things and more missions. So I've been enjoying that too. Getting more money and going to the casino and playing blackjack with him. We went to the craps table and everything. It's just the roulette not Russian roulette, but roulette table. It's incredible. So I've been playing some GTA Online, but it's not too much to say. Everyone knows at this point what this is about, just chaos and fun. But all right, that's all I'm playing.
So AK's been playing a million games. I've just been playing really one. I don't know if you've heard of it, AK, or Fuego. You definitely probably haven't. It's called The First Ascendant.
Oh yeah, I heard of this.
It's pretty much like a Destiny / Warframe type of game. Me and Brett was just been looking for something kind of. We were thinking about getting back on Destiny too, but we were like, because they had that big DLC just come out. But it's just like one of the GTA Online things. It's like it's come so far. We feel like we're so behind. We don't know if we want to jump into it. So the First Ascendant come out, and it is addicting. It's an addicting game. It's got great boss fights, a bunch of different unique characters. You get different builds and stuff, and it's fun. I think it's in the early stages, but I think it's going to wind up being a great MMO type game.
Nice.
That's pretty much it for me. So, so we'll go into the last topic, which is what game are you most looking forward to this year? This year, not next year. Coming out this year.
This might be surprising to a lot of people, but it's Astrobot for me. I cannot wait for that game. I am so excited for Astrobot.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
I'm just ready to play because when the PS5 first came out, it came with like an Astrobot like demo type of like like a tech demo. And dude, I had the most fun playing. Like it was so like because you like start up your PS5 like okay, I gotta get all these other games and like when everything's downloading, updating, this game's already automatically on here. So of course, let me try this game out while everything's updating and installing on my PS5. I didn't really think much of it because it's mostly like a showcase for the the DualSense controller. They have so many like cool options now with the DualSense that it just adds so much haptic feedback and stuff. So all right, I check it out, and I was like, dude, this is incredible. Like I want them to make a full game about Astro Bot. Like this is a great platformer. So many cool like PlayStation history. It's like this is super cool and super dope. I like this concept. And lo and behold, it's like yeah, we're making a full ass game. It's gonna be like Mario. Like so, damn, like this is dope. We getting like a PlayStation Mario game. Basically, I'm like, I'm all in. I'm all in with the 3D platformers. So I'm super excited for Astrobot. If I could say one more, I would say the new Life is Strange game is coming out as well in October, and it's bringing back Max from the first game, and Life is Strange was one of my favorite games, so I'm excited for that one too. But that's all I'll say for this year.
Yeah, hey, I remember. He's not lying. When Astrobot, when it was a launch game with the PS5. Dude loved the game, and I liked it a lot. I mean, this is an amazing game. But I remember AK being like, man, I wish they'd make a full game like this. So I know he's just a dream come true with this. Fuego, before I give mine, you got anything you looking forward to?
I mean, I was so pumped about NCAA, like the College Football 25. And the fact that I can't own it just really devastated me, dog.
What about Black Ops 6?
Give this man a PS5.
I don't really play the campaigns of Black Ops. I really only play Warzone. And so, I mean, I still play Warzone now.
It'll update
but
Warzone.
I don't really care about the actual buying the game. I like the free version of Warzone that I play. I'm a cheap bastard.
Yeah, that's another thing with Fuego. Like, he just doesn't buy games, and that's why he doesn't play as much as us.
Yeah. Well, it's just because I have kids, so I just
feel... buy him a PS5, buy him some games.
I mean, hey, maybe...
Go.
I'm telling you, bro, you really got to get Red Dead.
I'm open to it. I just haven't.
Like, I feel like...
For me, though...
I feel like Red Dead 2, like, on stream, you'll get that money back because people will, like, be into that, so...
I want to play that game just because I've always wanted to play it. Not even because I want the money back. Like, I'm not expecting it to do crazy numbers on stream. Everybody's probably already played the game multiple times. But to see me play it for the first time... Maybe
that's the draw though, seeing you like experience with it, because all of us like that's one of my favorite things to do. Like people don't really notice about, maybe they do. You guys do. I watch a lot of reaction stuff. A lot of people playing games that I played before, just to see their reactions to certain moments. Like I love that shit. Like when it comes to music, when it's like I'm a big Logic fan. Logic drops a new album. Like I want to look at reactions to like people listening to it. Oh, like this movie came out. Like this. That'd be another topic for another time. But I can't wait to talk to you about. Some movies I watched this year, because there's some movies I definitely recommend. But I watched like movie reactions, TV show reactions, people reacting to like The Boys, The House of the Dragon. Like I watch like people react to it, so I'm big on like and watching people play games as well. Like I'm watching this like girl streamer now, like she's playing like GTA 5, like the story. And like she's playing it for the first time, and like I didn't really care for GTA 5 like that much, but watching her play, like damn, I kind of actually do like this more than I thought I did. So it's dope. So I think people be into it.
I hope so. What about you? What games are you looking forward to this year?
Sure. I got probably 3. First, honorable mention, new Mario Party, as both of these fellas probably know I kick ass at Mario Party, so I'm looking forward to kicking some more ass, especially when they come home for the holidays. Second would be the new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's like the sequel to the Budokai Tenkaichi series, which is probably the best fighting game of all time. So I'm super looking forward to it. But surprisingly, the most forward thing I'm looking to, and this is actually recent. I just seen that it was close to coming out. Space Marines 2. You seen that?
Warhammer.
Oh god, that game looks so good, bro.
Warhammer Space Marines.
It looks so good.
It does
look, I'm so excited. I'm hyped.
I want to get that too. There's so many games, bro.
Yeah, I know the Warhammer community is like a huge community, like deep into it. So I'm excited to be a part of it.
I'm ready. I want to play that too. It looks dope. It does look pretty dope. Like there's so many games, man. Like I'm trying to catch up right now. Like I have a list of games that like I want to play this year, and like it's like up to like 40. So, but I got most of them knocked out already, but it's still a lot I want to get to. So there's a lot of like horror games that we'll be playing in October for my stream. So it'll be fun time.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Hell yeah. Now, real
All right,
quick,
top-
give me your top 3
All right.
video games or / franchises of all time.
Want me to go first or? I go
Yeah.
first? I mean, obviously, my first number one. I mean, I got it tatted on me is BioShock, of course, my favorite game of all time. Love that series. BioShock 1. I even like BioShock 2 pretty good bit. I know a lot of people didn't like that one that much. But BioShock Infinite is also a great game. And there is rumors that a BioShock 4 is coming out, so I can't wait for that. But we'll see if that one ever comes out. So yeah, BioShock number 1 for me, favorite game of all time. It's a cool story because I never heard of this game. And our good friend, I'm not going to say his last name, but Colton, he basically let me borrow BioShock. I remember this vividly. We was in PE when we all had to sit on the the basketball court. We had to like basically take roll call, and Colton's last name and my last name, it was kind of like our last names are kind of close, so like there was kind of alphabetical order. So he was like he wasn't right behind me,
But he was close.
but he was close. So well, he's in front of me. So he's like 2 spots ahead of me, and so we just and like also a good friend John was in there saying like and like he was not too far from us either, and like we always kind of talk about games and stuff, and Cole was talking about this game. You ever heard of Bioshock? I said, no, I never heard of Bioshock. It's like, yeah, bro. It's like it's a dope game. And it's like, dude. It's like I was like, I try. It's like it's pretty scary. You like scary games? And I was like, yeah, I think I can handle it. It's like, but it's so. He's like, dude, it's so incredible. Like I love it. I was like, all right. So I borrowed it, and I was like, bro, it just instantly became one of my favorite games of all time. It is my favorite game of all time, and I was just like, bro, like, it's insane. It's insane that my favorite game of all time is connected to Colton Bell because, like, Colton's been like a figure, and he's been like, we grew up with him in high school and stuff. But it's just so like strange. Like, I would never eventually I would have got to Bioshock, obviously, because I love games. It's just the fact that he introduced it to me is such a cool like way to get and the fact that it's my favorite game of all time. Like, it's like I don't know how Colton knows this or not, but he's really like the main reason like I really got into video games because like BioShock was one of the first games like dude like this is a game like I really this is what I really love like I love games like this and so yeah.
Next time I see him at the gym,
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna
tell Colton that man like he really like changed my life when he gave me that game, bro, like for real. So that's my first game of all time, basically. People already know that. Second game of all time, favorite game of all time, The Last of Us. I still love it to this day. That's probably the most replays ever played in the game. Like, I think I played The Last of Us like 25, 30 times at this point. Like, just,
Wow.
yeah. When it first came out, bro, I remember playing it like 10 times. Like, I beat it, played
You got
it
me to
again.
play it. I beat the game too. I played The Last of Us as well.
Yeah. Then it got on PS4.
Amazing.
I played like 5 times on PS4. Then it came on PS5, the remake, and I played that a few times. Like, it's just so like I like it because it's not too long, and I just love the story so much and the characters, and like I just love the cutscenes and like the combat. I love too. I just love being like Joel and just like going around, coming behind someone, and strangling them to death, and like being sneaky, and then also have a playthrough where I'm just going guns blazing, and like the gore is so dope in Last of Us. Like it's like I feel like the combat is just like it's like you just really feel every kill. Like you just like when Joe like punches someone, it's like it's such an impact. Like you just feel it in the controller. Like I just love that combat loop so much, and the story's so great. Like I'm constantly going back to The Last of Us and playing it. So that'd be my number 2. Number 3, Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Enough said. I think Arthur Morgan's one of the best characters of all time. That you like, main protagonist. His story from like the beginning to the end was just like, I think perfection. Honestly, it's like one of the greatest character like stories I ever seen. Because like it's just this journey through the whole game is just remarkable in my opinion. and the characters surrounding him. Like I think Dutch is like a great villain. I think Micah was like a cool villain. I think the other guys in the crew, like there's a Native American in there. I forget his name. What's his name? Do you remember his name? Yeah, Charles.
Charles.
Oh yeah, Sadie is also a nice character. She's dope. Um, a lot of cool missions, like the Lenny mission. You remember Lenny at the bar? That's this iconic mission. Um, a lot of cool like set pieces in that game, like this incredible like moments where like shit just pops off and like things happen you never expected to happen at a certain time in the game. Also, just all the random events. That's one of the coolest things about Red Dead 2. It's like at one point you can like just be walking around and like you see like what's that in the distance? What's going on over here? You see like a fire. Like it's like what's going on? You walk up and it's like this the whole Ku Klux Klan is just like having a meeting. You're like, what the fuck? It's like they just like burning a cross and you can like just go and just wreck havoc and kill the KKK and just like put them on your back of your horse and like this incredible stuff. So Red Dead 2, one of the like I think the best open world I ever played. It's just so interactive. Like there's so many like NPCs you can talk to. Like they have their own like set like chores and jobs and stuff. Like you can literally walk. Like it's so like this game is so like you can literally spend your time just following an NPC and he's always doing something different. Like okay, yeah, this guy at this time he's always gonna go.
It's not repetitive. It's not like
Yeah.
even the NPCs feels like it's
like
super
real.
well thought out.
Yeah, like oh, I'm following this NPC, right? Okay, he went to the store and got him like a candy bar. All right, I'm following some more. He's getting an argument with his wife. Okay, then he goes to the bar. I follow him to the bar. He's drinking with his friends, and then you follow him. And it gets like nighttime. He's like smoking outside of his house. He's like get a little smoke. Then he goes back inside. You can see his light turn on. Then his lights turns off, and he's going to bed. It's like I just literally just watched this guy's whole entire day. And it means nothing. Like, why am I doing this? I have no idea. It's like this little detail.
But the fact they put that much work and details into it makes you like it that much more.
Exactly. It's like they didn't have to do this. Like I was like they could have easily just be like he could have had the same path every time, but no, they really like,
the same loop.
Yeah. And like you'll see that guy like later on, he's doing something totally different. And it's like this is so dope. Like I love stuff like this, and I love the fact that people remember the shit you did. Like you go into town and I kill someone, and like I spent like 10 hours somewhere else. I come back to this town and like people like scared of you. Like oh that's the guy that killed Frank or something. It's like well damn they remember this shit. Like it's just so like how, and then like then people be like weirded out by you. It's like, oh, like don't talk to him. Like he's trouble. Like he's and like, but also if you help people, it's like, oh yeah, that's the guy that helped Sadie Ann to get her sheep out of the barn or something. I'm like this is so cool. Like you really feel like you're like in the world. Like it makes you feel like damn, this is like
Rockstar's next level. That's why they only put out games every 6 years now. At this point, it seems like
exactly. But man, when they come out with a game, bro, it's this peak. It's this peak perfection, and they just that game. Like I said, best open world I ever played. Like it's just so interactive. So that's my top 3.
Dut.
My top 3. I'll start at 3. I surprisingly moved into my top 3. Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, we talked about it. I'm not gonna hound on it. Generational game. I'm an RPG guy, so this list is gonna be all RPGs. The choices in that game is just amazing how many. And I can't wait to go back and play it again. I'm not going to hound on it. 2, Fallout. Definitely Fallout. Fallout series. Fallout 3 is probably my favorite. Kind of similar to a.k.a. My friend Roy. I was watching him play Fallout at his house, and I was like, what is this? And he was like, oh man, it's Fallout. And I seen him like kill a super mutant. And I was like, man, that's so cool. So he let me borrow it. Fell in love with it. Fell in love with the series. And then 1, again, talked about it a little bit earlier. The Mass Effect series, my favorite of all time. It's a blend of the characters, of the story, and I still think to this day, no game does quite what it did. And AK, this, like, carrying over the choices from game to game. Like, to me, it's still amazing how they accomplished that back then. Like, something I did in Mass Effect 1 can come back to haunt me in Mass Effect 3. That's crazy. Like that's crazy, bro. Like, and so
I've wanted to play that game
I
ever
love
since we
Mass
talked about it a couple months back. So now I'm like, I want to play all three. I do. I want to play all three.
Yeah,
of
get the
those as well.
legendary edition, bro. All three come in the
Yeah.
same package. Just so good. This
Maybe.
is a side note, just
This is
to
my
put out
top
there.
three.
Baldur's Gate 3 is my number 4, and Mass Effect Trilogy is my number 5. So,
Oh yeah, Red Dead is my number 4. I think Last of Us is number.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
So very similar. Good
Very
best
similar.
friends.
Yeah.
Again, guys, this is not the normal KBW podcast, and I think eventually we're going to have to rename it. So give us something to rename it and tell us what you want us to talk about. Maybe you're interested in what we think of other things, movies related, pop culture related, whatever. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want us to move this to a separate podcast or separate channel, or maybe we just make a different playlist and we rename the podcast, keep it on KBW channel, and maybe just set up a whole nother playlist for this type topic. I'll probably name this Fuego's AEW Return / video games / Big Brother review, and have it as the last KBW, one of the last
3
KBW
peas
podcasts.
in a pod. Make it the podcast.
Say again?
I said 3 peas in a pod. Cast. Make it
3 P's in a podcast? Maybe if no one else has used that, maybe we do 3 P's in a podcast.
That's awesome. I like that. Yeah.
I like that.
I looked it up. I don't think they have.
Huh?
I said I done looked it up. I don't think
Then
they have.
we're probably gonna be 3 P's in a podcast.
3 P's in a podcast.
I do like that.
That's
I
dope.
like that. I like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this really hasn't been the KBW podcast, but it's been something.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know, please. We want all the feedback in the world. Even if you don't comment normally and you watch, give us some type of feedback. If you like this, if you didn't like this, what you skipped through. I'll try to make sure there's chapters on everything. We appreciate you. We thank you. And if there's any members left, I'll put you guys at the end of the podcast. For my 2 co-hosts, thank you for watching. Peace.
Peace.